Whoopsies. We're going sideways. Hang on. There we go. That's better. Hey, everybody. Welcome to a little Q&A Friday. I'm Andrew from Ori. Taking questions live. Happy to answer questions about Ori, as well as show you guys some additional pictures from the building we announced this week, 1856 Park in New York City. So yeah, shoot questions in the comments. I'll be keeping an eye on those. In the meantime, I wanted to show you guys some brand new additional pictures from that property. If you're just coming in, throw a like on the stream. We really appreciate it. I think my mic is probably a little bit too loud. Let me know if that sounds okay. Hi, Annette. Hi, B. Walia. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. And let me know where you're watching from, too. All right, so first question coming in. Will your product be available to individuals soon? Will our product be available to individuals? Yes. Will it be available soon? Can't tell you. We're not able to put a timeline on that just yet, so our answer there hasn't changed. Stay tuned to our social channels for information about that. But right now, we don't have a timeline for that just yet. But if you want to live with an Ori product, you can do that by going to rent.oriliving.com and renting a property with an Ori product at one of our spaces all over the US, and we have some Canadian stuff on the way too. Alabama, born in New York. Good to have you. Home concept is very pretty. Thank you so much. And Avondale, LA. We actually have a lot of stuff in LA. I'll be going out there pretty soon, actually. Pretty excited for that. Anyway, let me show you some of these pictures we have. This is, again, the new space that we just announced. So this was announced on Tuesday. This is 1856 Park. This is in Harlem, East Harlem in Manhattan. Really great property. It is our lowest rental price point property in New York City right now. The other buildings we're in are pretty high-end luxury buildings, so we're really excited that this property is nice, but it doesn't really fall into that high-end luxury category, so it brings that price point down. It is Manhattan, so it is expensive, relatively speaking, compared to a lot of other places, but as far as New York prices, it's pretty great. So this, you'll see, is the Cloudbed desk. So we have two different types of expandable studios in this property at 1856 Park in Harlem. And again, if you want to see more information on this building, you can go to oriliving.com/1856park. That's oriliving.com/1856park, P-A-R-K. So this is the expandable studio with the Cloudbed desk. So this version of the Cloudbed, it's actually our newest version of the Cloudbed. You can see we got a queen bed on top, the canopy with the lights, and then underneath you have this cabinet space that serves as your headboard when the bed is down. When the bed is down. When the bed is up, this desk folds down. Spacious desk, really big, enough for a desktop, big monitor, or your laptop. It's got integrated power with both regular standard wall outlets as well as USB and USB-C outlets. And then you actually have grommets and wiring, so you could put up like a TV or a picture above it here. I'm not sure you guys can actually see my mouse, so I'm hovering it above that desk space. You can put like a TV or a monitor there, which is pretty cool too. And then you also have some cabinet space below. So that gives you like a work from home space. When you want to go to sleep at night, you press the button on the side, and in 30 seconds, the bed drops. Here's another angle. You can see this unit has these two really big windows on the side as well, which is really nice. They're basically floor-to-ceiling windows. You get tons of light pouring in through there, and it actually overlooks the Metro North railroad tracks that is really close to the 125th Harlem station up in East Harlem. I know what you might be thinking. Do you want to live by the train tracks? It has some extremely thick windows there, so it's actually pretty quiet, especially for a New York City apartment. So you don't really hear those trains going by, but it's really convenient maybe if you work outside the city or you had family north of the city, or if you work down at Grand Central and just want to take a one-stop, or I guess no-stop train straight there from your apartment, you can do that really, really quickly and easily from this unit. Show you some more of these pictures. Another angle here with the bed down. This door on the right is your front door, and this other door here leads to your bathroom. Here's that angle again. Here we have the bed going up, the desk up. And then this shows you that view out those windows. It's really, really pretty. You get this like basically like free art for your apartment because there's a huge mural. I think that's Hobbes from Calvin and Hobbes across the street. So that's really cool. It's like the first thing you see when you walk in the front door on a nice sunny day like it was when I took these pictures. It's really nice. It blends in well with that. Really pretty. Lights coming on, bed coming down, boom, lights off. Those lights really add a lot. There are some built-in lights in the unit as well, but these lights, the canopy lights in the cloud bed are pointed up, so they bounce off the ceiling and then down, which gives you really nice soft lighting. Is there a recommended mattress for your modular bed? So for the cloud bed, we actually provide it with a mattress. The reason we do that is because it has certain weight requirements. It's not anything like special or super unique, but it's just easier for us to provide that. So I don't have like the statistics exactly of weight and what type of mattress would be for that. For the Pocket Studio, which is the bed that comes out horizontally, that one has a lot more flexibility because you don't have to deal with the weight restrictions that we see on the cloud bed. Let's keep going through these pictures here. Again, welcome in. Thanks for all the questions. Please keep them coming. We have a lot of people watching. I'll try to keep up as much as I can. We're looking at pictures of 1856 Park in East Harlem, New York City, our newest property that we announced on Tuesday. Oh, here we go. Here's what everyone always wants to know. I feel like a lot on our social media, people ask like, is there a bathroom or a kitchen? And the answer is always, yes, of course, there's a bathroom and a kitchen, but we don't have anything to do with that. And it's, I guess, not all that interesting to me, so I don't usually show them, but I should show them because people want to know. So here is the kitchen of this unit with the cloud bed desk. I really like this kitchen, actually. It's got a nice deep sink. You got the subway tile here. You have a dishwasher, which if you live in New York City, you know that's a rarity. So it's pretty nice to get a dishwasher in your apartment. As well as it's not exactly a kitchen island, a kitchen peninsula, I guess, because it's connected on one side. But that's really nice because it makes your kitchen feel nice and open, gives you some extra cabinet space and a counter where you could, have your breakfast. Seems like it'd be good for entertaining, even in a small space like that. Good fridge, microwave, oven, all included. You're ready to go there. And then the bathroom, pretty standard, but you do get a tub. Looks like a nice deep soaking tub, very comfortable, pretty downward facing lights. And then you've got this vanity mirror, which has the integrated lighting into it connected to a wall switch. That's really cool. If you're putting on makeup in the morning, you get some really nice flattering lighting on you. It's basically like having a professional makeup vanity. Pretty nice. Let me show you the other type of unit we have. So this is the cloud bed desk unit. Let's switch over to the cloud bed sofa unit. Maybe. Whoopsies. Hang on, let me find it here. There we go. That's better. So here we have the cloud bed sofa unit. Let me just go all the way to the beginning here. So you can see this unit floor space wise is bigger. Or square footage wise, So you have a lot of space in this studio, especially when the bed is up. You've got a lot of floor space to work with. Again, the lighting in the canopy points up off the ceiling, gives you nice soft lighting. We send the bed down. There, it transforms into your bedroom. You can see you have tons of space on the right side of this cloud bed, where if you wanted to put a vanity, bookshelf, you could even put like another chair over there, as well as over on this other side on the left leading towards the window. That's actually cut off a little bit in the pictures on the stream. My apologies for that. I can kind of like slide it around to show you. You have like lots of room around that unit. Pretty nice. Lights go off. Bed's back up. Here's another angle. This is a good angle. I'm going to scoot this over so you can see like what's next to the bed here. You can see we have two closets. You have double closets there. They have built-in integrated hanging and shelf space already, so you're not going to have to worry about that when you move in. It's already there for you. They're really spacious. Got the bed coming down again. Queen size bed. Really, really comfortable, spacious unit. This gives you a good angle of like what the rest of the space looks like. Kind of cutting the bed off there, but to show you how that looks leading in the rest of the unit. You've got your restroom over here and your kitchen across from that. And then here's your window view. I believe this was a north-facing window, if I recall correctly. Really, really spacious unit. Oh, and here's those closets, the kitchen, again, dishwasher, deep sink, microwave, oven and stove, refrigerator. Really, really nice. And then there's the closets open, so you can see there's the built-in shelving already. Nice and new. This is a brand new building as well. New construction in New York. Not altogether all that common, especially at market rate and not those like ultra high-end luxury buildings. Oops, I'm cutting you guys off here again. I keep forgetting. There we go. Kind of shows you the kitchen there. Bathroom, pretty standard, similar to the other one. Another view of it. Anyway, these buildings, or this building, I'm really excited about. It's really nice to have a new building in New York. If you watched our live stream earlier in the week, we have not had a new building in New York City in several years. So this is our first new building in New York in quite some time. So we're really excited to have a new property here leasing. Again, this is currently leasing. So you can find it by going to oriliving.com/1856 Park. And if you're interested in touring it, I would jump on that quickly. We do anticipate these units are going to have a lot of attention. Let me head back to the chat and see some questions coming in. Do you have many other properties in specifically Orlando, Florida, or New Orleans, Louisiana? Man, I wish we had some properties in Louisiana and New Orleans, especially because I love New Orleans. And I'm actually from Central Florida originally, not far from Orlando, so that would be really cool too. We don't have anything in Orlando right now. We have a property on the way in New Orleans, but that's still several years out. It is a repurpose of an old medical space. So that's progress will be happening on that, but we don't have updates for it just yet. But on the way, we have some stuff in Florida coming out in the coming years that I've heard about today. Well, I shouldn't say coming years, in Miami in a few years, but then we have some things in Tampa coming very soon, actually. If you are in the Tampa area, please stay tuned to our social media because we're going to be announcing some spaces there very, very soon. And so that we have coming up in Central Florida. Nothing in Orlando yet, but we would love to be there. So, you know, if you live in an apartment, tell the management that you want this and maybe our team can work something out. We'd love to work with some folks there. Again, Q&A Friday, hanging out. Please keep sending in your questions. We're trying to do more lives like this just to kind of get to know people, answer questions when we can. Let me jump over to another platform, see what else is coming. YouTube comments, I promise I'm not ignoring you. I just had them in another window. Hello, Jay. Thanks for being here. Anne asked, what about Europe and Germany? Similarly, we don't have an update for that yet. We do plan to expand internationally to both Europe and to Asia and all over, but there's no timeline for that yet. I can't tell you a date that's going to happen. Obviously, a lot of things go into that, but I promise it is on our radar, something we're working on. Please stay tuned. Is there a safety feature in place if you drop the bed while the desk is still folded out? Yes. So anytime the bed encounters any level of resistance, I believe it's 40 pounds. It's basically like a 2-finger push. It will stop and retract. So as it's coming down, if it hits something, you've probably seen this on our social media before. We put wine glasses underneath the bed, or we can stand underneath it. It'll come down, hit your head, revert back up. So yes, we do have those safety features in place. All of our products are actually independently certified and tested for safety by UL, which stands for Underwriters Laboratory. This is the largest independent safety testing organization in the country. I don't know about the world, but at least here in the US. And if you are in the US or North America, pretty much every appliance in your home is certified and tested for safety by UL. So we have those same level of scrutiny that your fridge, your stove, your washing machine, all that's going through. Pretty much anything that plugs in. So there is a safety feature for that. Obviously, it's meant to prevent, not misuse. So I wouldn't recommend sending it down on top of your laptop for fun, but it would be fine if you did. But yeah, we do have those safety features integrated for sure. I see someone say, hello, I need to rent in New York City, West Village. Do you have any in the West Village? Not right now in the West Village. Our other properties in New York, we have one in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, called The Greenpoint. That building has units available right now. We have a building in Lower Manhattan called Gateway, very close to World Trade Center. I'm not sure what the current status on the available units there is right now. I'd recommend going to their website. It's again called Gateway Apartments. And then we have a building in Hudson Yards called The Set. Really, really nice building. Actually, let me show you pictures from that because that building is very nice. Let me see if I can find some here. Give me just 1 minute. Oh, you know what? I meant to put on some like background music and I kind of forgot. Anyway, let me find that. Keep those questions coming. Just looking up some of those pictures for us. This to be too loud. Pull that down a little bit. Oh. You know what? I'm just going to show them from our website. That's probably the quickest and easiest way to do this. So give me just 1 second to get that pulled up for us. Which you can find, as always, at rent.oriliving.com. And let me just add a window in here. Boom. There we go. Beautiful. Rent.oriliving.com. This is where you can find all of our available properties. Oh, you can't see my smiling face anymore. What a shame. Hang on, I can bring myself back in here. Boop. Wait for it. Wait for it. This is good streaming right here. Oh, come on. Boom. Now I can be in here. Put my face in the corner here. That's better. Anyway, rent.oriliving.com. Someone was asking about other properties in New York, specifically West Village. We don't have West Village. We have some others around. And I apologize, there's a lot of comments coming in. I promise I'm trying to keep up with them. The Set was the one I wanted to show, which is in Hudson Yards in Manhattan. Really nice building. Why don't I see? There it is. Look at some pictures here. You can see 1856 Park, Gateway, The Set, The Artisan, and The Greenpoint. The Artisan's pretty close to West Village. It's in Lower East Side, not too far. Anyway, let's see here. Yeah, look at the views of this building. So nice. Boom. Looking west, you basically see like all of Manhattan. They're really, really nice. Oh, it's going to be slow on me. Really cool built-ins. It's a really, really pretty building. Yeah, I like this building a lot. It's really nice. So that's what we have in New York. Nothing in the West Village in particular. But again, always looking to expand and improve. Keep the questions coming. Really appreciate it. This is Q&A Friday. I don't see any questions on YouTube right now, so I'm just going to keep on. Oh, you know what? I've been neglecting TikTok too. Let me make sure. How's our TikTok friends doing? TikTok folks, I have like my phone pointed at the screen so that you can see the pictures this time. I neglected to do that on our last stream. I felt bad. So no questions though. That's cool. Let's see what other questions we have from Instagram. Darn. Yeah, I know about more stuff around New York. That is a bummer, but always working on that. Can you write me about your building in New York City? I'm not sure I understand your question, but if you go to rent.oryliving.com, this is where we have all our buildings listed, and you can go and click on the little New York thing, and it'll filter them out, show you all of our buildings in New York. How does it work with the warranty? So since we actually work with developers to put our products in their buildings, warranty-wise, that doesn't really affect the renters at all. That's handled by your building, just like anything else in your apartment. And so that's not really something we have to worry about with the residents that work with it or that live with Ori. That's something that's handled on the developer side. Is this furniture for sale or is it only used in your apartments? Right now, it's only available through partnerships with real estate developers. So we work with multifamily developers to offer our products in their buildings. We do want to offer our products for individual purchase in the future, but we don't have a timeline for that yet. However, if you're interested in living in an Ori building, go to rent.oryliving.com. There you'll find every place that you can live with an Ori. Why don't we check out some other properties? Maybe not in New York, but let me show you some of my personal favorites. Here in Minneapolis, not here in Minneapolis. In Minneapolis, we have Ratio, which is actually the cheapest Ori apartment in all of the country, starting at $950 a month. This is a co-living space. So the way this works, let me pull up the floor plan here. You have 4 private rooms, each with their own locking door, their own bathroom, and then a cloud bed and a pocket closet. The shared space is the small living room, laundry facility, and that's it. It's a pretty nice big laundry room too. So you have a lot of independence here, but it brings it down to a price point of $950, which is pretty great. Minneapolis is a super cool town. You can see when we were here taking pictures, it was also a snowy day, just like it is here in New York City today. Coming to you guys live from Brooklyn, New York at Ori HQ. You can also see yours truly give a tour of this building on our website or on our YouTube channel on Expanded by Ori, our YouTube show. We do these big walkthroughs of all our buildings, so make sure you check that out if you haven't already. One of my favorite things I get to do here. But this is a really cool property. I love Ratio. Building's awesome. Great part of town. Minneapolis is such a cool city. Definitely check that out if you're in the Twin Cities. Welcome again, everybody. Doing a little live Friday Q&A here. So please drop your questions in the comment. If I haven't addressed your question yet, please drop it again because Instagram just shows me like all these people joining and it buries the questions. So I don't really get to see them. So please drop your question again if I haven't addressed it. I want to make sure I get to as many as I can. But thank you, Anne. You said you're great. Telling everyone in Germany about your cloud bed. I really need it. I really appreciate that. We were actually on German TV once. The channel RTL, I think is what it's called. Let me see if I can find it. We had this like German journalist reach out to us and wanted to do a segment on Ori. So we got to go and let me see. But the funniest part was that they dubbed my voice in German. So it was very funny to hear my own voice dubbed over with German. But that was pretty cool. RTL TV, apparently a pretty big channel. I wasn't familiar with it, but that was pretty cool. So thanks for the Germany love. Hopefully we'll be there soon. I'll brush up my German. Keep the questions coming. I really appreciate it. Good to have you all here. Happy Friday. Hope you had a great week. I hope you have exciting weekend plans. It is a gray, snowy, cold day here in New York. So it's a good weekend to stay inside, I think. Any possibility, you guys, to get to the Dominican Republic? Again, all these international questions, the answer is we're working on it. I can't really tell you when or how that might happen, but it's definitely something that we are eager to do at the right time. So stay tuned to our social networks. I promise you when that happens, we will make a big splashy deal about it, so you won't miss out. Let's see, I saw some other questions coming in. Really want to be able to buy your products, and we may deal when that might happen. No timeline for that yet, but it's definitely something that we want to do when the timing is right. Someone was asking about availability at the set. Does it show a wait list right now? It might have a wait list. Yes, I get notified when available. We can also check on the building's website too. If you search the set New York, they might have some information, more up-to-date information than we have available right now. So check that out. But otherwise, you can say notify me when it's available, and we can reach out to you when those become available. Quiero comprar un producto para Ecuador. Estoy aprendiendo español, pero I don't know how to answer this in Spanish. Soon, pronto, but can't tell you when yet. Let's see. Let's look at another building, and then we might wrap up for the day. Where do we want to go to? How about Portland? One of my favorite places. I love Portland. This building is Novus Woodstock. Really cool building. Awesome part of town. It's in the Woodstock neighborhood of Portland. You see we have this little map on the page here. If we zoom out where that is, I think it's like 2 or 3 miles from downtown. Portland's so pretty. It's just like surrounded by trees and just gorgeous. But this is a cool building. It's got some good, the Cloudbed table. So you have a table underneath you could use for dining or for work from home or entertaining, whatever you like. Nice kitchen, very spacious, deep sink. This one's a really beautiful building. Great part of town, great city. Every time I'm out in the Pacific Northwest, the weather is like incredible, and I kind of think they're lying about it being like bad weather out there. You know, everyone talks about the Pacific Northwest being rainy and gray and cold, but every time I'm there, it's gorgeous. So I think they're just telling East Coasters like me, so that we don't try to move out there, because I'm tempted every time I'm out there. It's so pretty. Check out the floor plan on this one too, kind of show you the layout. So this is nice because you have both the bed space here with the table that you could use for dining or work, and then also a living room nook. Some of our studios, you only have like this one space. This one has these two kind of separate spaces there, which is nice. And we have a tour for this one as well. One of my favorite episodes of Expanded by Ori, which you can check out on our YouTube channel. Speaking of YouTube, hop over and check some questions here. No questions. Welcome in to everyone that watches on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok and Instagram. Keep the questions coming. Just doing a Friday Q&A, having some coffee, hanging out. Appreciate you being here. Looking forward to hearing any questions you have and answering what I can. browse some more apartments while we do that. Do you supply Toronto, Canada? Great question. We do have some things coming to Canada soon. We have a building currently in Toronto, and actually quite a number of projects on the way. So check this out. This is a 2-bedroom unit, which is not our typical, mostly we're in studios. But this is a really, really nice building called the Ivy. Oh, I have messages on TikTok that I've been ignoring. I'm so sorry. Let me see. Oh, they're not questions, though. They're just little comments. So this is the Ivy in Toronto, 2-bedroom unit. So this is, I think the intended use case here is like as a guest bedroom that you can use as your work from home office. And then when you have guests over, bring the bed down. Really, really cool building, really nice. So this is actually actively leasing right now. But we have some other projects on the way that are studios, which is more of like our main category here. So yes, Toronto is big for us. We're really excited to be offering more there. I'm excited to get up to Toronto. I haven't been there in 6 or 7 years. I'm sure it's changed a lot. There's tons of construction happening in Toronto. So cool city. What else we got? Ooh, Atlas Durham. This is a fun one. Durham, North Carolina is a fun city if you haven't been. Not far from this location here at Atlas Durham, there is a food hall called Durham Food Hall. I can't remember the name of this place I went to in there. I think it was called like El Vato or something like that. But they had like bougie crunch wraps, like homemade Taco Bell crunch wraps. And I had this Chipotle chicken one that was so good. If I lived there, I think I would eat there every other day. It was awesome. So Research Triangle, folks, Durham, Raleigh, go to the Durham Food Hall, find those crunch wraps, have one for me. I miss it. Really good. Something I really like about this building, this Raleigh Durham building here, if you give me just a second to get this window fixed. Apologies. Is the surrounding area. Actually, I can do it from here. No, maybe not. I'm trying to get the street view because street view allows you to see like a before and after. And this building is in kind of like the outskirts of downtown Durham. And this area has just changed so much in such a short amount of time. I think in a very positive way, because we're looking at like a lot of just like empty lots that are now becoming housing. And anytime you have lots more supply on the market, you're going to bring the price down. So you can see, like, I'm trying to find the best angle here. Where was it? Oh yeah, I want to go over this corner. Hang on, check this out. You guys ever play GeoGuessr? I love that game because I just love scrolling around on Google Maps. So this is the building, Atlas Durham. Do a little 360 sweep here. Now watch what happens when we go back in time. Oh, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. Look at this. It's just like a completely different scene. It's crazy how much development they've done in this area. So it's really nice, really cool, beautiful building. We're really excited to be there. But yeah, really neat. My favorite Ori buildings are the ones that were parking lots previously. When we can turn a parking lot or a vacant lot into more housing, I think that's a win. Steve, I see the second part of your question. You said resonated with you, but I missed the first part. Any feedback that resonated with us? Feedback about what, Steve? If you're still here, I'm curious. I missed the first part of that. Feedback just about the product, maybe. I mean, we talk to Ori residents a lot. We want to always be looking for ways that we can improve what we're doing. For a lot of people, there's kind of two main benefits that we shape our product design around. One is obviously the expandable nature of it. So being able to take, in most studio apartments, your bed is just taking up the entire room and you don't have any other space to work with. And you find that a lot of these people don't want to spend much time at home outside of just sleeping because it's not comfortable to be in a room with just the bed. And so this allows the space to be transformed, obviously, and feel more like a one bedroom than a studio. So we get that. That's a very clear benefit of our product. Another benefit, though, is the semi-furnished aspect of what Ori turns an apartment into, in that when you move in, your most important basic necessities are already there. It depends on the product type, but you have your sofa there, you have your bed included, some of them you have a desk included. It makes it so you can move in and, with 3 boxes, your clothes basically, and settle down right away. You're not gonna be sleeping on an air mattress for weeks while you wait for your IKEA or West Elm bed to show up. For people who are like moving across the country and don't want to fill and pay for a moving truck to, put all their furniture and move across the country, it's really, really beneficial to just be able to have like a landing spot that you can go to. So we actually hear that a lot from residents, is that people are able to just move right in and get started. Find yourself an IKEA sofa or a Facebook Marketplace sofa, and that's pretty much all you need. You're good to go, which makes moving in and out, when you're moving out and not having to worry about moving your bed and your mattress and all that, that's really, really nice. That's a strong, strong benefit. So I think that's what you meant by your question. That's the type of feedback that resonates with us the most. I've also heard from a lot of people that it just lets them live in the place they want to live. So urban housing, or cities are growing all over the world, and housing is becoming scarce, and that's going to drive the price up. And one of the one of the things we need to do to think about that is increasing density of development so that we can have more housing in a space. And so when we do that with these smaller floor plans, we allow people to live in the heart of the city, close to where they work. Cities are where innovation happens. And so we're allowing that. But no one wants to live in a shoebox, obviously. And so by making the space feel and function more efficiently, we're making it so that these small spaces don't feel like a compromise, basically. So you can live where you want, pay an affordable price, and still be comfortable. Me gusta mucho la casa. Gracias, Sandrine. All right, y'all. We've been on for a little while. The questions have kind of slowed down, so I'm going to call it a day for today. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Thank you for being here. Oops. Thank you for being here. Really excited to hopefully do more of these. Where am I going? There we go. Excited to do hopefully more of these. I hope you enjoyed it. Please keep questions coming in our comments all the time. Otherwise, I'll see you on our next live stream, maybe next Friday. We'll see. But yeah, have a great weekend. Thanks again. Andrew from Ori, heading out.